Hello, Aquarius. Aquarius. I love Aquarius energy. Seriously, it's my favorite. Um, hey, 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 hey. That's awesome. Okay, Aqua. Well, this eclipse is happening in your fifth house, number 5. Mambo, number 5. Feel like you want to dance. Maybe you need to dance. Maybe I need to dance. I don't know. I just did Capricorn's reading and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And the star came out as the central theme. So I don't know, maybe Capricorn has a message for you. I'm not sure. But anyway, fifth house. Fifth house is the house of dance. Interesting. So, fifth house, Gemini. This is the house of children, of creativity. Children of creativity. It's the house of art. It's the house of performance. That's why dancing falls there. It's the house of romance. And pregnancy. That kind of thing. Anyway, sorry. I'm so sorry. Aquarius. I just need to laugh. I don't know. I just need to laugh. A couple of things that I want to mention about this eclipse in particular before I pull cards is number 1, it is being squared by Neptune in Pisces, which is your second house. What that means is expect an amplification of all kinds of propaganda and bullshit. Lies, deceptions, illusions, spells from all sides, not just mainstream media, also coming from the truth community, from the alt media sources. So, just double check anything that comes across your desk, right, before you share it. So, the other major aspect, there's 2 more. One of the other major aspects is Saturn is in your sign. Hey, and Saturn will be trining this eclipse. So that is a helpful and supportive aspect, which is great. Thank God. I feel like it will help stabilize things a little bit, which is great. It'll also help us be more diligent. More diligent and thorough with double checking whatever information we do get. And the last major aspect that is occurring is that, number 1, Mercury's in retrograde, so it looks like it's moving backwards. And at the moment of this eclipse, it will be invisible. However, within a few hours, it will be moving past the sun. So what that means is that there's a high likelihood that within that time frame, you might receive some downloads, some information from Mercury. So for me personally, I'll be spending a few hours alone. I'll be trying to meditate, but we'll see what happens. My mind's kind of like, meow, so it is what it is. You could, if you're in tune with any of your clairs, clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant, anything like that, within a few hours of the eclipse, you'll probably pick something up. Otherwise, you could get a message through song, video, music, especially, I think. Overhearing somebody's conversation, anything. The thing about eclipses is sometimes you get a message right on that day, sometimes you get it within a few months, it can be up to 6 to 9 to 18 months later. However, with this Mercury right there, I would expect that there will be something a little bit more sooner, like more immediate, that you'll hear or see or whatever. So that's it for that. Okay, Aquarius. So, Destiny card reading, or Destiny reading. Interesting. Okay, that is the third time this card has come out in reverse. Sagittarius. Oh, that's interesting. Because the South Node is on Sagittarius, that is things that we're learning to let go of. We just had the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. Now we're having the solar eclipse in Gemini. They're opposite each other, right? So for you, Sagittarius is your 11th house. So there's definitely something there that you're learning to let go of, whether it is, you'll probably be taking some losses. Literally losses. It can be gains or losses, but maybe changing friend groups. Wants to go on an adventure, I guess. Changing friend groups. And that's interesting that that's immediately what I picked up on, because the Five of Pentacles is the first card that came out, which deals with loss, but financial or tangible physical loss. Fifth house is also speculative investments, because it's similar to like gambling, which is kind of a play. So that's fifth house area. So watch your investments and be very cautious with investments around this time. Or if you're into crypto, Aquarius, if you're into crypto, just be extra cautious. Just be extra cautious. Anyway, at the bottom of the deck, we have Justice, Libra. Original title of this card was Adjustments. Doesn't always deal with like legal or karma type stuff. Sometimes it's literally just like what is necessary here to strike a balance. That's very Libra. Yeah. Interesting. We also have the Fool reversed, so maybe you're stuck. It's like you want to go somewhere, but you're stuck. You can't. Or you're not trusting that you can. We'll see what comes out. So how this reading goes is the first section is first path, second path. Over here is environment, psychological factors, and the last pile over here is karma, outcome, destiny. Thus the destiny reading. So that's really interesting. I felt like kind of dancing and stuff and singing when I opened up the reading, and now I feel very serious. Like the Fool is kind of a playful energy. It's, well, not playful, it's more innocent, like not a care in the universe, but that's not present. It's reversed. So it's sometimes reversals for me is like it's either blocked or you're being asked to strengthen an aspect of that card, or let go of something negative about that card. So for me, this is saying that you need to trust more in your spiritual guidance, or have more faith that things will work out. Yeah, and it definitely probably doesn't feel that way with the losses that you're taking right now. So, first path, we have Eight of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Ten of Cups reversed. The Eight of Pentacles is straight up just getting to work. taking care of the details, the minutiae, minutia, I don't know. The sun is beautiful. The sun illuminates the way forward. The sun represents freedom, represents beauty, represents joy, represents the ego. And then the Ten of Cups being reversed, I definitely don't see that as a bad thing. Ten of Cups, sometimes, yes, it's like the ultimate in fulfillment. It can be escapism, however. These are opium flowers, so something to keep in mind. There's a cycle ending that has to do with yeah, it's like toxic cycles are ending, and you're maybe no longer hanging out with certain people that have probably caused you to lose stuff in the past, and you're like buckling down and getting to work. You could also be paying closer attention to your health, to your body. And it's kind of like this eclipse is going to like highlight some issues that you need to attend to. Over here is second path or an elaboration on the first. So the Queen of Wands reversed, the Eight of Cups reversed, and the Universe reversed. So I feel like these are two different paths. Path number one is getting down to work, allowing some toxic cycles to end, and like reveling in the joy of being free of that. This over here is really seriously holding on to something that is no longer fulfilling, that causes a lot of pain, a lot of issues, not allowing something to end that desperately needs to end, and not feeling confident, not feeling spiritually guided, maybe being a little bit of a megalomaniac, or dealing with somebody that is highly egotistical, highly manipulative, and stuck in addiction. The Queen of Wands is let's see if you can see it there, the first two deacons of Aries and the last deacon of Pisces. And this is the last deacon of Pisces. Remember I was talking about the opium flowers and addiction? This is being stuck in that toxic cycle and not abandoning it when you know you need to. And the Universe reverse is like, universe is endings and beginnings, and this is not allowing it to end. You could be dealing with a Libra, or you could be the one that is acting like you just want everything to be fair and harmonious and not rock the boat. It can be hard to have boundaries with people that are causing this kind of issue, but absolutely necessary. And that's interesting because here, the central theme, right, we have the Fool reversed. Fool is typically like you're going on a new adventure. Reverse is you're stopping yourself from doing that. You're not embarking on a new adventure. You're not embracing new beginnings or new initiations into the cycle of life. Aqua. Okay, environment, psychological factors. We have the Star reversed. You showed up to your own reading, but upside down. the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords. Wow. Okay, 8 and 8 in the same position. 3 8s. You got 3 8s. So maybe look up what 8 and 8 might mean for you. And the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is science, it's precision. It's also like transitioning into something new. It is one of your cards, Aquarius, actually. It's Mercury in Aquarius. That's very inventive and quick thinking and that kind of thing. It's the Lord of Earned Success. So it's like you've practiced something over and over and over again and you're really good at it. The Eight of Swords, though, is keeping yourself stuck. It's, like I was saying about the Eight of Cups upside down, is not moving on from something, even though you know that you can and you should. And then the Star reverse is, it's like there is something extremely fulfilling right in front of you and you're not going for it. There's a wish that you have. There's instead of gaining through your network and your through things that you've worked really hard for, you're taking losses. It could also be the inverse of the Star, the inverse of Aquarius. Aquarius is a revolutionary energy. It's inventive, it's quirky, it's unusual, it's outside of the box. The inverse of that is cults. Maybe you're getting caught in a cult. Don't get caught in a cult. But all joking aside, it's sameness rather than being different. Whew. Karma, outcome, destiny. We have fortitude, strength, nice. Thank God. The Ten of Pentacles, hey, and the Three of Swords reversed. Thank fucking God. Okay. I see this as ending a contract that needs to end. And thank God, because this is terrifying. Terrifying. So the Three of Swords is Saturn in Libra. Saturn is exalted in Libra, and the Three of Swords is about those contracts. 7th house type stuff, which is a central theme underneath the deck. Strength coming in, fortitude, also known as lust in the Thoth deck. This is awesome. This is Leo. This is 5th house energy, which is interesting because this eclipse is happening in your 5th house, so there's some correlation there. So anyway, this is living life to the fullest, really feeling satisfied and enjoying things. And you'll see how in this card, this is Inanna, by the way, Inanna with the lion. See in the strength card how she's not taming the lion by chaining it. She's not whipping it. She's not chaining it. The lion isn't in a cage. She's not wrestling it. She's gently touching its head. And kind of like, I view it as like she's channeling that fire. So instead of forcing something, she's allowing it to flow. And that's where that strength comes from. That's that lust for life. That's that creativity and the fire. And then the Ten of Pentacles, this is, tens are endings and new beginnings, but the Ten of Pentacles upright, that's amazing. That's financial gain. So how I see this is right now you're dealing with some losses, feeling maybe low self-worth, maybe you don't really know if you really deserve whatever it is that's in front of you right now. You're not feeling artistic, you're not feeling like you trust spirit and your higher self or destiny or whatever. Like things just aren't working out, and you're holding yourself back from stepping into something. Okay, path number 1, putting in the hard work, ending hard cycles, allowing the light to shine on your shadow aspects and working through those, working through things that are stored in your body, cutting off toxic people, right? Path number 2 is holding on to those toxic people, putting more work into something that obviously is not working, stopping a cycle from ending that Saturn is telling you has to end. Saturn is your traditional ruler, my friend, going through your sign right now. Right. Saturn's kicking your ass right now and you don't have a choice. Yeah. I'm going through my Saturn return, so path number 2 is less work, but will not be fulfilling. It will not bring you satisfaction. It will not allow new things to happen. You'll feel more of this drudgery and grief and loss and material trouble. But path number 1 will open up a lot of stuff for you. Right now, you're holding yourself back from things. Even though you can be very successful, you do have a very sharp, quick, witty mind. It's like you're not feeling quite yourself. Once you do move through this and realize that, like, one side of the scale is Venus, yes, the pleasure principle, money, beauty, art. The other side is responsibility, structure, organization, integrity. There must be a balance between the two. Always seeking pleasure or trying not to let people's feelings get hurt actually hurts you in the end. So once you do move through that and play that lesson out and allow that the cards to fall how they may, interesting saying that, you're filled with a lust for life. You finally will get this 8 of Pentacles will pay off because boom, you come into some money, maybe material possessions, maybe just the ability to do that. Maybe you could win the lotto. Remember I was talking speculative investments? Keep an eye open. This is like ending some serious contracts that really need to end and maybe writing some new ones. Aquarius, thank you for this reading. I thoroughly enjoyed that once we got to the end there anyway. If you'd like a personal reading, you can either email me or book one through my Etsy store, and I very much look forward to reading for you next month. Peace.